skincare. And now we are going to use one of her most sought after palettes. These are luxury eyeshadow palettes. They are not cheap. This is the Dolce Vita. And she has a primer, a enhancer, a pop, and a smoke. Let's see what she says. What's that? That is prime, enhance, pop, and smoke. Okay, that's what I would have done. I had to look and see how she had it laid out on the palette to see if I would have done what she would have done, since she's a professional makeup artist, probably like so many famous people. But I am going to, first of all, use this highlighter color right on the inner corner, straight up and down, and I am getting in that little socket corner in there. And then I'm going to come across. Not going to focus there because we're going to put another color there. And then I'm going to go right under the brow. Really kind of mashing it in and going a little past it. But I get all the way under the brow, not just out here on the edge. Again, getting up and down. Making sure you get that real good, even on the inner socket. Just kind of wash it over. You know what I might do is put a little more towards the tear duct on the upper lid, because even though I'm going to put another color on the upper lid, her pop color, really mesh it in under the brow. Just push it in and then go back and forth and then go down. Always go right past where I'm going to be using a dark color, so there'll be a light color to meet it, both sides. Okay. Now we are going to use, these are all Sigma brushes. I've named them, but I'll name them again. This is the large fluffy E50. Now I'm going to the Enhance. And the Enhance is a red brown, if you ask me. It's like an auburn. The blend of these colors is literally magical. This kind of stuff she says. She loves her stuff, but she's worked hard on it. I really believe that. I know that everybody has makeup lines, but she made hers. And she's a makeup artist, so yes, that matters. Now, some people, they would stop right here. This is a darker red-brown, a true auburn, and it's very, very pretty color. Her formulas are incredible. They're very pigmented. They blend really well. She's a professional makeup artist, so that shouldn't surprise any of us, that she would come out with a line that she could use on movie stars. I mean, like that level. Alright, and I am going to use, with a tapered blending brush, the darker brown. It's almost got an olive gold in it, like an antique gold to it. Very much tap this off because I'm wearing a white jacket. Can't afford any fallout at all. Okay, so I'm even going to lean in. And I'm going just in the crease, and then I'm looking up so that the skin will actually grab this brush. I'm looking up at you. The crease skin will grab this. Then I'm going to roll this and just get that outer area done. All this did, I'm not adding a whole lot of darkness because it's daytime. I don't want it to be too overwhelming. But at the same time, I want to have some depth. So I'm looking up so that my skin in the crease will grab this brush. And it'll kind of make sure that this color will get concentrated in the crease, because that's where I want it to go. Okay, and then we're going to use a short shader, which is an E20. I like mine because I do not share my makeup. Actually, I'm going to hold that out, and I'm going to get a pencil brush, which is a little bigger, and I'm going to put some of that Enhance color. Tap it off real good because it's going underneath the eye. And I'm going to do a wider sweep. In other words, it's going to come all the way down to where it looks like your mascara bled, that far down, way past your lash. Not way past your lash line. Why am I doing this? Because I do want to pull these two colors together. And then I'm even going to fill in the outer V with it. The V is this, and I'm filling it in, so it's really I call it the outer triangle. Is that what I call it? Since I just made that up. There. Okay. So see, now it's a little more, yeah, anyway. So now I'm going to take this darker color and go just on the lash line. Right on the lash line. So it will go from a kind of auburny brown to a very dark brown. And I got some in my eye, but I got it right back off. Can you see the difference in this one and this one? Do you know that I just said this one and I pointed to the same eye? I shouldn't have worn this white jacket while I did my makeup. I sure hope none comes off. Did I get an eye again? I sure did. I was like, I feel something. I'm very sensitive. So if I spill any at all, I so know it. Okay, now this, I bought a special, oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? I brought a special brush in here so I could use it, and then I just lost it. Hold on. I'm back. Okay. This is actually a concealer brush. This isn't a flat shader, but a concealer brush will work. It just needs to be very, I'm going to pop this before. Okay. It needs to be very, very dense and flat to use this. Otherwise, you would just use your finger. And again, this would be a great time to use Fix Plus. And I do happen to have some instead of my spit. This is MAC Prep and Primer. It says Fix Plus. This is the 1 ounce version. Lots of people have the big one, which is like, I guess, I don't know what, 3.4 ounces or something like that. I don't know. All right, so you get it wet. Then you put it in this. Oh, I think I got it too wet. I really do. I think I got that too wet. Yeah, 1 spray would have been enough. Just remember that. I'm going to have to get this unwet, or it's never going to go on. Hold on. I should just use my finger, but my fingers are sick again. Y'all, even though I have done what I'm supposed to do, I must have done something wrong, because they're all, my two middle fingers, now you're just going right on the ball of your eye and then in some. And all this does is put a little bit of sparkle. I'm not going to overdo this because I'm going to work, not out on a date with my husband. But I do want it to show up. And because I got this so wet, it shouldn't take this long. But I think I got this brush a little too much. But do you see the difference? It's just a little bit of glitter. Not glitter, it's like a very, very, very fine glitter. One thing I'll say about her products is they're very finely milled, very finely blended, because she is a celebrity makeup artist, and so she has to have the best of the best. And we'll tap that off. And so yeah, that's why you know that when you get something from her, it's worthy of photo finishes and all that kind of stuff, because that's all she does. Well, besides promote her own makeup line. So I'm going to go over this again. I'm kind of overdoing it, but that's okay. Alright. I didn't come all the way in because remember we used the light color on the inner part of the corner besides just the tear duct area. And I am going to wipe that brush off a little. Part of this is that was a concealer brush, and that's probably not the best brush to use. That's not really what that's for. A flat shader would have been a little thicker. Matter of fact, that probably needs to be washed. All of them do. Okay, and so now I am going to do a little blending. Let's get out a blender brush and just blend right here in the front real well, both sides, and then just the line right under the brow. Just the line. Don't blend this color into each other. You don't want a blended look as far as the colors. I don't want them to meld together. I like that they're separate, but I don't want there to be a line. Okay, do you see the difference? I did blend the line away. Okay. Now I am going to add a pretty thick liner. This is the Tartist. And it's just a little thicker than the DAC. And sometimes I like that. Like today. And I'm going to get that real close to the lash line. You go in front and come back. Go in front and come back. Go in front and come back. And if you notice you got a shaping issue, like I do right now, then use the tip end for that. There. Because when you're older, when you pull like that on the skin, it makes it dotted. And you have to go back and fill it in. There. That's pretty good. I've got little brow hairs. Brush hairs. And I just used a brush to get rid of it. So I may have even more now. I don't know where it comes from. I guess in here, but for some reason when you close it and do that, it does help. Now what's wrong? I keep putting the tip down too hard. So I'm having to go back when I do that and fix the tip in to be a little thinner because it's too thick. Be in front and go back. Be in front and go back. Oops. Boo-boo, but that's okay. That's okay. If I need to, I've got my little cottons. There. I'm just fixing that kind of dotted look from where when you drag the skin. And I think I'm going to need to go a little higher. Oops. So I'm really slipping today, y'all. I wonder if I can do that when I get old. If I do, and I'm old, I think people will be pretty forgiving about it. Okay, so now I got to even this up because I went too heavy on the front of the, oh, that's where I did the boo-boo. So I got to come up just a little, just a little. That's plenty good. All right, y'all, now I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury's eyelash curler and some mascara, and I'll be finished. I got to go find some earrings, and I'll do a haul and show you where I got it all. Love y'all. Gotta go. Bye. Bye. I gotta let this dry before I do this. That's why I'm doing that. And I gotta go find her mascara. I am going to use the Charlotte Tilbury mascara, I think.